from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Forced out to his left. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 41 yards. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down and 3. Here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Carlos Watkins in there for the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. This is caught. Touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run again with Dowdle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott on the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. A running play, it's Dowdle. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run here with Dowdle. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Prescott off play action. Steps away. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On the run, it's Dowdle. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and this is scooped up by the Lions. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Goff on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Wright's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. There he goes, right side. He may go. And all the way down to the 5. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. And after the field goal, they're going to say, we want this thing back again. They're lining up for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. They'll run with Montgomery. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They try again with Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle, a 5-yard touchdown. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. From 17 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fancy footwork at the 45. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage has switched to their opponent.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On play action, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they take a knee. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Treated to in this one, and on that final play they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.